When I hear the words, Keep Enid Beautiful, I instantly think about the points of pride in downtown Enid. Today on ETN Community Spotlight, we'll talk to Keep Enid Beautiful. Welcome to ETN Community Spotlight, where we shine the light on a local nonprofit organization. I'm Derek Silas. Join me as we talk to today's special guest.
You know, we had a vision to beautify Enid, of course, and it started with Susie Mybergen.
When Susie Mybergen came back to Enid from living in Oklahoma City, she was impressed with OKC Beautiful and all that they'd done on their corners and really wanted to bring life back to the downtown corners of Enid. That was a project that was near and dear to her father, and she remembers walking the corners with him when she was growing up. And she was looking for partners to make that happen.
We were talking one day. I had met with Susie on another project, and she started telling me about kind of her vision. I was working on a park project when I moved to Enid after living in Denver, Colorado. And I had come back and realized I'd always had a love for Enid. I mean, I just always loved Enid. Even when I was living in Denver, I would daydream at my old job about if I ever got a chance to move back to Enid, I would, what would I do and how would I make a difference and all this kind of thing. So anyway, when I did finally move back to Enid and get the chance to move back to Enid with my husband, I looked around maybe with a little less rose-colored glasses than I've always seen Enid and realized with a little more objective view that there was some work that could be done to beautify Enid.
We know how important it is that people find a community to be welcoming, to be inviting, to be a place that seems well kept, seems just very pretty, because that's the kind of spot you will stop and you will spend time, you might spend money, you may decide to move there.
Anyway, so a group of moms and I got together and we were going to parks all the time. So we kind of got started on maybe we could improve the parks. This was 10 or 11 years ago. And so we kind of started batting around that idea and decided let's try to improve one park. We picked Champlin Park because it was at the corner of Van Buren and Garriott, the busiest intersection in northwest Oklahoma. And so we just decided, let's see if we can raise money and take on a park project. So we did that. Well, late in that project, I ended up meeting with Susie Mybergen, and we started talking, and she started telling me about her love for Enid, just like I had this love for Enid, and how she wanted to see it back to its old beautiful ways, and how, looking around the downtown square, it needed a little love.
What's important is to remember that everyone sees a place first as a visitor, whether you're looking to move your business there, to move your family, or to spend time there. And as you're driving through, is the place welcoming? Does it make you want to stop? Or is the appearance very dirty, very unkept? So maybe even you feel dangerous. So you drive right on through. You don't spend time, you don't stop, and you tell other people. And so what is the message we want people to tell about Enid? Do we want them to say, don't stop there? Or do we want them to say, you should see that area, you should see that city. They care about their community, there's pride, you want to stop there.
A year or two later, she met with some other people and put together Keep Enid Beautiful. She really is all of Keep Enid Beautiful, is Susie Mybergen. She does it all, but we're here to help her in the mission of beautifying Enid, one project at a time. Our biggest project has been certainly the downtown corners. There's over 16 corners downtown, so that's been our biggest project. We have the Maple Street corner, which is down by Leonardo's, that we've taken on, but it's a planting, it's the maintenance of those corners. It takes a lot of work to keep things looking good, as we know.
Keeping It Beautiful is sometimes asked, about the flowers that are used downtown. And some people then choose to take those flowers and use them in their own home or elsewhere in the city because they've proven to work down here or in a visible corner such as Maple Street or Grand and Garrett. You know, what trees planted there, why is it planted there, what works there? And so we're starting to get more and more questions about that. And we've seen a ripple effect, really, where people have used maybe the color scheme or used some of the flowers and used them somewhere else in town. And so we're happy to provide that information.
That's been our main mission, is just to take one project at a time and see if we can beautify it. We've been real successful of getting sponsors to help pay for these downtown corners, and they really look beautiful.
Keep Enid Beautiful is a 501c3, so there is a tax benefit to a person or a business to donate funds to Keep Enid Beautiful in support of the effort. And if they wanted to, they could have their name put on a project on a corner like Grand and Garrett, or even on a corner downtown.
Keep America Beautiful is the overreaching organization, and then they have Keep Oklahoma Beautiful, and then down at the city level, different cities, Keep Enid Beautiful, Ardmore Beautiful, whatever. And so we're attached to the Keep Oklahoma Beautiful. They have many different projects that they have throughout the year that we can participate in or not participate in. And so we participate in some of those, but obviously at a local level here in Enid.
Well, being an affiliate of Keep Oklahoma Beautiful, there are just a couple of things that we're required to participate in, and the Great American Cleanup is one of those, and that's through Keep America Beautiful. And that's from March through May, and it's open for anyone that wants to participate. And we're given free trash bags, gloves, vests for their protection, and all we ask is that they keep track of how many hours and how many bags of trash, and then we pull that together for the final report. But everyone benefits from that.
People just go around and are able to pick up trash. It's just a simple thing to make a huge difference in our community, in the parks, in the streets, all of that. We live in a windy city, so trash blows. That's just the nature of the beast.
We have church groups, we have scout troops, we have individuals, we have families, folks that just care about Enid, and that's an opportunity every year to come together and help continue to beautify Enid, but also learn about, you know, the trash situation and how we can make that better.
The beautification of the land makes a difference to the quality of life for all the people in Enid, I think, especially downtown, where we have a number of things that go on. The Main Street does a ton of stuff that we're just able to bless Main Street by having a beautiful downtown. When we have parades, tri-state, all those kind of things, it just increases the quality of life. So I would say that's our main mission, is increasing quality of life. It brings people in, I think, to our town, and when they're around beauty, it just lifts your spirit.
When a business adopts a corner, then of course their name goes on the sign and all of the traffic and everyone knows that they're there. They get a lot of visibility on that sign. But our other partners have been Main Street Enid, because Main Street Enid was given some money and they use that for the irrigation, because as you know, you just can't plant without water. That's been tried and it just doesn't work. So with the partnership from the city to make sure each one of the corners gets water, and then it is watered when the plants are there, that's a major partnership. Couldn't be done without that, because we have had some corners where the city had to step in and make sure there was a connection of water to that corner. And then Keep Enid Beautiful comes in with the dirt, with the planting, with the fertilizer, and then Main Street helps fund the irrigation. And so you get a good display, a healthy display, and it's protected on even down to the mulch. The mulch is a special ground stone, ground granite, that doesn't blow in the wind. Because you all know, what happens in the wind in Enid, the trash, the mulch, everything gets dry and blows. So this keeps that from happening, and it maintains the integrity of the corners.
I moved back here in 2005, I believe, and the difference I see from 2005 until 2017 is it's a big difference. There are many more beautiful things to look at, and we've cleaned up, I think, a lot. The parks are amazing. I think the city got on board with wanting to re-energize our parks, and there are people in the parks all the time. We've got, this downtown, I think, is amazing the way it looks compared to 10 years ago. And so it takes money, it takes effort, it takes a collaboration with businesses who are willing to spend some money to make it happen, because it doesn't happen for free, for sure. And so we're just grateful that there are people out there that want to make a difference in that way. And then the hope is that when you're around clean, good-looking things, maybe that you take it home and you take the responsibility with you and want to do that to your house, to your, I know it all takes time and money to make things look nice, because it's all deteriorating without a little help. So, but our hope is that it inspires others to really take some personal responsibility for their own place and for their own area, wherever they live in the city, and to, enhance it. And it just brings out a quality of life that is a blessing to others.
If someone has an idea, they're welcome to come to the board, present that idea. We've also started a monthly recognition during the growing months. So if you have an idea of someone that should be rewarded because they've really made a transformation on a property, they've really put some effort into it, whether it's elbow grease, sometimes it doesn't take a lot of money. It just takes, they've gotten rid of some ugly, broken down facilities or equipment, and they've really beautified that area. We want to recognize them with our monthly Point of Pride recognition.
We hire somebody who does the gardening and the cleaning of the gardens, but really just anytime somebody sees something, some piece of trash or a weed, feel free to pick it up.
Keep Enid Beautiful is funded by donation. The city started us off with the seed money that was greatly appreciated, but that's been taken 10 times over. And so we have some very generous folks that have their name on corners, and they pay a fee, an annual fee, to have that. And we have other corners that don't have names on them right now, so they're available for adoption. Anyone, a business, private or nonprofit, is welcome to adopt those corners. And then Keep Enid Beautiful takes care of all the maintenance and all the planting. And as you know, maintenance can be an issue sometimes, but that is all taken care of through Keep Enid Beautiful.
I've been amazed as coming back as an adult, understanding what it takes for all these nonprofits in Enid, Oklahoma, to survive. And it's there's just a group of people in Enid and beyond this group of people, but that they are willing to give a lot of their money and time to make Enid great.